Let's get rolling finally. God, I'm so late. I'm so late. Ah. I wanted to kind of perhaps start making a schedule for like this week and like get stuff sorted. On the other hand, I have quite a few assignments due this week, so it's like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Because procrastination, I still haven't started on the fucking assignment I'm due. Okay, I should swear. The first few seconds, but like, I haven't. I still haven't worked on the assignment that I'm due tomorrow night. I mean, I still have over 24 hours on it, and I think I should be able to solve it within that. Technically, I only have to do one of the exercises in that assignment. The other one I just have to be done in like 2 weeks on Friday, but who cares? But also in the sheet they technically note that like you should have that already sorted. It's like, it's weird. Understand less and less at times. But yeah. And it's sort of solvable. The tomorrow one is probably also like within reason. But the one the one due tomorrow is like relatively doable, but the problem is actually the one on Friday. Not Friday. The one after that, because I think I have 4 assignments due this week, and it's like the first one tomorrow night, the second one on Wednesday in the middle of the day, the third one again on Thursday evening, and then the fourth one on Friday evening. If I remember correctly. They're all spaced out somehow in separate days, which is great. Because usually they end up being on the same day and I get really screwed over. So this is great. I also wasted the entire weekend because I've been trying to get it done, but like I still haven't started working on it. Pain. Just utter pain. Where's the Maserati? Goddamn Maserati come. Wrong car. It's not a Maserati. This is a slightly different car. Mildly. It's a boat. Because they freaking make it it's a primary car that you drive with. Alright, 10 minutes remaining in practice. There's 17 people in the series. I guess people have gotten sick and tired of this point of the joke. It's always the thing. Like, prior to when 1.9 was announced, I was like, yeah, I think I was like going for like a thought process of like, maybe there's an idea to be entertained in terms of that people quit because they can't win anymore. That the pace difference might lead to people leaving. And the problem that we have is like, yes, the slow guys have gotten a bit faster with the update, but also the midfield has been pushed back and the aliens have stayed where they were. So we've basically just ended up with, the gap between people like me and the front has gotten larger, and that's not great, frankly. And when the average person is, well, the average person, and they start losing out, it's not great. You will have even less people attending races. But obviously I think it's probably more sophisticated, and I would need statistics and need to look at stuff. And I mean, there is some data that you can gather in terms of there's enough series over the years being run, and you can just look at people's results and skill level and all of that, and ascertain like what leads people to quitting. I mean, one of the large reasons probably is that they sign up for a series and then suddenly like, oh yeah, their work schedule changes and they can't attend anymore, right? Irrelevant if they were leading the championship by miles, they just will not attend anymore. And I guarantee there's also, if you look at smaller series, that you have complete aliens that will just suddenly quit mid-series, despite leading the championship by miles. And it's not down to them having work conflicts. It's just they don't feel like it anymore. then you can't really say anything in terms of like, as long as you don't run literally a study on this stuff and ask people how they feel. You can't really tell. But like, what I feel like is that the aliens are ruining everything. It's like, it's less fun when you're losing by miles. But maybe that's just me, right? It can totally be, and I'm just trying to find some correlation in something that isn't correlated at all. I mean, what is correlated is in terms of people that... There's definitely people who've noticed this problem with 1.9 and the tire wear. It's clearly something people are aware of at this point. Except that nobody has really, obviously on YouTube and stuff, spelled it out quite. Oh yeah, you can slide cars more, but like, what am I expecting from a bunch of YouTubers who couldn't even race properly? At least the larger content creators. Because frankly, they spend more time making videos, and well, that's what we enjoy. Can't be mad at them. I have the time technically to put in. So I should put more time in it, frankly. I can't judge them. It's just I always feel like I don't know enough. And I'm underinformed. When in reality, I probably know a bunch more than some people. It's like, it's... And it's just, there's a bunch of people really good, not just in racing, but just in content creation in general, who are just really good at selling themselves as knowing stuff, but they're actually, like, completely knowledgeable. I think it was Mr. Boss or something. He's made a couple of videos on the topic of like, hey, I bought all the Nintendo handhelds, and hey, I bought all the Xbox. And I watched the one with the Xbox, and it's like, his comments that he made on Halo, and I'm not some Halo fanatic, I've never owned an Xbox console. That's the interesting side fact. I've been a PC gamer out, a couple of Nintendo consoles, so like that's about it, right? But the strange comments he's made, I would have to look the video up again to precisely pinpoint, really sold like this is not quite informed. Like, he clearly cared about looking up the order the hardware was released, that his release date and stuff were correct. And the production value is obviously there. It's very well produced video. No arguments around that. Like, he has his priorities. Just if you have half a clue about what he's talking about, you will feel very strange. Because you know that something isn't quite right. On the other hand, there are other video producers that like actually make topics look way easier than they actually are. They are incredibly knowledgeable about this stuff. Like watching someone talk about making the distribution cartridges for Gen 3 Pokemon. It's like, yeah, that's more than I can handle, frankly. Like, the video is incredible. Like, you could follow it, but it's like, it's very entertaining how they present the challenges, the programming presents, but like, I would look at the code, it will be lost, frankly, and I've done a coding stream here on the channel. I know how to write software, but not to this level. there's some stuff that is just... At the end of the day, it's all about just producing well-crafted videos. If they're good or not, that's the other question. Just if, in my case, I care about the message, and if my message is not well supported, well crafted, then I don't care what video around it is. Well, it's probably gonna be awesome, subpar. It's always this. I feel like the internet is making things. I don't know anybody listen to these things, but like, they'll make everything look very intimidating. Despite that we have so much tips, so many resources at the tips of our fingers, it's like there's always someone who knows way more than you. Someone has done it before you, someone knows more than you, and you're nothing. Frankly. I'm just noticing my tire pressures are completely messed up. They're way too low. Because in the past, to finish this point off, because in the past, if you were good at something, right? What was your competition? Like the couple of people that in your village existed, right? This was nothing. You could easily excel in some sort of field. Be the best. But today it's like, oh, you want to be passable at something? Like, you compete with some guy in India. Like, yes, you don't have to be the best at something, but like, if you're not up there, and nobody cares, nobody, especially in the job market, nobody wants you. Let's practice a pin enter. Oh fuck. Full speed ahead into the pit lane. Oh god! Rain in 30 minutes, holy sh... Oh, this is getting spicy, and we know AM qualifying is first. So this is getting very spicy indeed. AM Qualy. Oh yeah, we don't have any data because... got lost immediately. Oh, that's a bit annoying. I can look at my own stream and figure out what my tire pressures were. At least if the display worked. Hopefully. Hopefully, I said. Hopefully things just work for once. It's alright. Ferrari seems to be at least up to pressure, at least at this point in time. I think it's dependent on where around the circuit we were. Tires did get, I think, a bit warm. I mean, yeah, the temperature range I display is a bit wrong, but like, not so massively. Looking here at where are we here? Come on, give me pressures. Yeah, pressures. Front tires probably up by 1. Our temperature were 29 and 56. I think we're roughly at the same range, although it is less overcast than before, which is funny because we're expecting rain. Heavy rain incoming. This is very fun indeed. But yeah, we're going up front 1 psi. The rear, I think, 0.7, something like that. Perhaps 0.5 on the rear right, because we were already, I think, close on the rear right. That sort of got there. Obviously, don't know if the cambers were alright and stuff. It's just something we can't know. Fuel we can take out of the car a bit. Brake power's probably move forwards. Brake power's probably fine. Half the brake duct's quite open, but I think that's also okay. I'm using 3 rear wing brake. You could probably minimize that to get more straight line speed. How bad was I in free practice here pace-wise? A second off the pace! Well, that's not bad. I mean, we were lapping 145. 145 is the fastest guy. Like, these times are totally obtainable. Like, they're 3 times faster on the first sector than me. Half a second on the second sector and 3 times in the last sector. It's like, it's fine. Like, I'm not running. Oh, 10 minutes to rain. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we're actually gonna make a lap before it starts drizzling. Oh, this is interesting. This is gonna get very difficult very quickly here. Yeah, it's starting to. Yeah, the clouds are coming in. You can see, because we're at the seafront, the weather changes can happen rapidly. So let's just save this set briefly and prep a wet running set. Yes, I'm going straight to wet tires. I feel like this is the better idea of just going on wet tires and trying to use them in a... It's like you have one shot at this in damp conditions, because it's gonna get fucking damp immediately. Jesus, this is not fun. I still think it's gonna be... The problem is, if you bottle that lap, you have one shot at this. If you bottle that one lap, you're gonna be screwed. What I'm gonna do is up the tire pressures by 0.4 on all tires. Because when the rain hits, it's gonna cool down the track very quickly. Track is also green, so that's additional fun. This is spicy, this is all it can be. Right. I think we are technically in this series also allowed to queue at the end of the pit lane. So there's that. But this also means it's gonna completely upset the order with the AM drivers, because those faster AM drivers are just gonna be faster than the fastest pro driver, because we're gonna qualify in the rain. Yeah, 10 minutes to heavy rain. Oh, this is... And we need a minute 45 to just get around the circuit. How it's looking right now is that I think half of the first lap is gonna have, first fly is gonna have rain on it. But I don't think it's gonna be wet enough, fast enough for that lap to... Because that lap is gonna be the fastest lap, there's no way around it. It's just a question of which tire is gonna be the best for that single lap. It's that question. It's like, do you set on dry tires? Do you bank on dry tires for that single lap, or do you bank on wet tires for this lap? Kind of aware that like, even if you drive around the track, a dry track at safe as on out, not just out lap pace, but like formation lap pace, your tires overheat. I do know that from having done it. So yeah, I think you need to do the dry tire on this. Because it works, because your wet tire is just gonna be too hot when you start your actual qualifying lap, and it's gonna be too hot for most of the bloody lap, and it has less grip when you're starting to see my point. Right. This is a really interesting situation here. Water bottle, please. But yeah, you need the fastest banker in there. Also because we start on cold tires, right? And we have to set it on the first flyer, which usually you prefer in GT for the second flyer. So I probably should up the pressures even further than I already have in response to this. I think I'm gonna just go one click more on this, so they actually are up to pressure when we run the lap. I mean, I did my practice laps on under pressure tires, so there's a precedent already set for this stuff. What was my lap time in practice? It was a 46.4 with 70 liters of fuel, so it's currently still faster than the fastest time, but I think we had in practice a better dry we had an optimum track, probably fast at minimum. I didn't check which condition we had, but we have green now. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Not in the slightest. This is gonna get so spicy. Oh, this is gonna get... This is gonna turn into carnage here. Right. I will queue up with 2 minutes to go. Frankly, I can just press drive at this point. Well, no point in starting the engine at this point. That's a bit early. I can turn on the... this here, so... if this running, I can switch over here to... seeing the time remaining. Yep, here, 12 minutes. Okay. Right, because we're just gonna wait here. What is this plate down there? I mean, it still can catch us completely out. Because I didn't... I'm not sure if I saw it... that I can actually have a minute 30 Radeon. It's gonna get interesting. I think it's gonna be at least enough for an out lap. Okay, they're starting to queue up already. Fine. Minute remaining. Technically I could also drop the fuel out lower, but we're queuing now already. Did I let you merge in front of me or not? Yeah, that's K Black. Actually, how fast do you want to practice? Right, 6 seconds. You can just roll. I mean, you do want to have some space. What are you guys doing? Push, 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 push. Push time here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And then that guy spins out. Because he couldn't withstand the pressure of the alley. We're not even up to 25 PSI right now. That's the problem with GT4 on cold tires. And yeah, we have rain already. We haven't even completed the outlap yet. Wet tires would have been better. Where's the windscreen wiper? Although it's light rain for now, so. And the track is very warm. You need to bank this lap. Oh, he spins!
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Tires are starting to cool. Just now. Yeah, it was the right decision to stay on the dries, I think, for this lap. It's not optimal, but the wets wouldn't have been either. Right, what's it gonna be from him? 47, 47.5. 5th place right now. Gonna be a tough order of anybody behind us to really beat us. Okay, someone did. Healy. Just has a bit of alien pace. But the rest is obviously AM drives in front. Yeah, we're like half a second down already. Wet tire optimum. I'm obviously gonna finish the lap just now because fuck it, why not, frankly. Oh, somebody had also leapfrogged me as well now. Still just about. So 2 pro drivers actually out-qualified me. First it's just AMs in front. We can practice another pin entrance, frankly. Unfortunately, this doesn't give us any more telemetry to help with the setup for the race. That's a bit unfortunate. But if we have a rain shower anyway in the middle of the race, that could actually help me with the tire wear. Because then everybody has to switch. Somebody's heading out right now. Right. Probably just to practice wet driving. couple of AMs that were still slower than most of the field, but poor position by David Zupfen, who's like a sandbagger, and Smith, Carr, Bakashino in front of me. And the rest is like Healy and Polyakov. It's a question of, do we get a wet race or do we not? That's the big question here. And we're burning 2 liters prior to qualifying, so we know that reliably. So we can manipulate the fuel load now based on that. So that is 46 divided by 60. Plus 1 memories. Oh. Okay. Let me start this. 60 minutes divided by memory recall. Okay. So just under 34 laps. So we need to take safely 35. And like 37 probably, like times 2. 74 liters. I think it's a bit low to me. I think the car lasts about usually on 80 liters an hour. Yeah, 46 divided by 60. Yeah, that comes out to those numbers. Oh yeah, right, they did set 45s in practice earlier. Well, that is then a 34. That is just done 34 laps. 60 divided by 1.75 is 34.2, then that's 35, make that 37, formation lap plus an extra lap of fuel, times 2, that's 74 again. Math seems to check out. Right. Let's just take 80. Actually, we can go down like 70... because we do have to check that single liter in the pit stop. So we are legally allowed to make it to the end. Let's, after these unusual conditions, let's set up a wet pit stop briefly as well. Right. Okay then. Lol then. Oh yeah, open the replay. I don't know. I just did. Yeah, black in the end didn't actually set a lap. It's gonna be particularly worth it for him at this point. Times probably have plummeted more than his ability to beat Martinez, but that's the thing. It could have easily been me, who doesn't have a lap time in. His lap time was decent up until that point. It was going the pace with me and Staley until he spun. It's gonna be interesting how the race will be. Main question is what conditions we will get. Will it be rainy? Will it be dry? Who knows? Yeah, he's 9 seconds off the pace. Jesus. Yeah, I mean that's probably normal because the track has just gotten wet, you know. At this point. Yeah, Bananovsky's last lap was short. Okay. Let's see, what conditions will we get for the race? Tell me, game, tell me, what conditions will you provide us? What the fuck is this shit? Okay, now. Now makes sense. Still, I have some water on my windscreen for some reason. It's probably gonna disappear in a second. Because it did display for me that there's gonna be lighter, heavy rain in 10 minutes and then it's gonna be cloudy again in 30. And it's like, please do not give me heart attacks like that. That might actually kill me at that point. But yeah. Seems like we don't get wild weather swings here this time around. Thank you, I guess. So I added 0.4 to my tires for the qualifying. I can remove those again because that was just yeah, tucking in early tonight. Man, I mean you're tucking in really early considering you're American. Because you know I'm European and like it's only 9 PM for me. Yeah, no, but something's gone to bed very early, so that's interesting. Yeah, you've missed qualifying. It was very interesting. There was rain in the second half, so there's a bunch of AM drivers here in the front. I'm technically third of the pro drivers, but P1 to 3 are all AMs, so fun. It's 10 PM now for you, so you're in Europe then. I guess so in South Africa, I don't know. Well then, bye. Two minutes 50 so remaining before the formation lap starts. Not much to say right now. I'm gonna take my hair long because like, oh, good luck, have fun. My brother in Christ, in dry conditions he couldn't even beat 40 nights. Yeah, Boniaco still had sneaked by me and then Healy. But there's definitely a bunch of people like usually faster than me behind me right now, and I don't think they're gonna want to stay long behind me, but on the other hand, this is Zandvoort. And we have a bunch of AM drivers at the front that we have to overtake. Oh, this is getting spicy. A bunch of AMs in the front. We're sort of mid-pack because there's only 18 cars, so gonna get interesting. That's all I'm gonna say on that front. Oh man. I'm getting tired, I guess. Despite that I got to sleep long today. Like I went to bed at about 2:30 AM? Something like that. Not significantly late, or not early. And then slept till like 2 PM. Not quite 2 PM. I think I woke up at like 12:30 and then stopped sleeping. Just continued laying in bed, but it seems that bedtime kind of counts as half as laying in bedtime, as sleep time. Sort of, I don't know. My body makes the rules. The rules do not make sense. It is what it is. Didn't quite expect to sleep that long. There's national holidays, I might as well. Not sure he intended to spell it the wrong way with caps lock, but that's fine.
20 seconds.
Right. Drive. Start the engine. That's good hurling, I would say.
Stay single file.
What did you get? Like a gonna get triple file or something? I know.
Low tire pressure. Stay away from curbs.
Not the best wheel spin I've ever done. Oh man. Brake buzzer's covered up. Give me a sec. Because I definitely need to move that stuff backwards. We're doing formation laps to warm the tires up. Let's see if I got the tire pressure properly right. Because it was still a long shot from practice. Sorry, that's not quite intended. I didn't think that one through. So I guess Dali is returning a favor to me.
Stay double file.
I'm just preparing for going double file on me. Except that we've now made it very chaotic because Polyakov fell behind Dali. As he realized that he technically belonged to the left-hand side. We're all professionals here, totally. It's not around 56. 52.6. What I applied the wet settings, just preset 2, but whatever.
Green light. Go, go, go.
I slept on this one a bit.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Francoschino decided to brake way early.
3 wide.
Oh, come on!
Clear on the left. Car on the right.
It would be useful if you start backing out to let the pros by, to not back a fucking pro backwards! What the hell are you doing? Well, it's probably his actual pace, and he's just a slow AM driver who's just through the entire chaos of qualifying being catapulted so high in the order. Car is getting... I was about to say he's getting attacked by Polyakov, and then he spins him out. Like, I couldn't even finish the sentence before he literally attacked him.
Car on the left.
Oh, come on!
Light damage on the front of the car.
Idiot. Absolute fucking idiot. No, you've backed
Car
me.
on the left. Big window is open. Clear on the
So,
left.
defended the position. Ah, has been a fucking disastrous start.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
So somebody was too incompetent to drive a car around the circuit. Now 2 people technically. I have some ground to make back up. Healy has not made up any further positions besides the starting position, and Polyakov obviously made up the one position when he literally murdered the car. I've luckily, in my case of having to overtake an AM driver, not had to straight up murder him, although I had some interesting contact anyway. Luckily we got away with my stuff. Because I got so much backed up there. K Black is in P7? Wait a second, that guy started from last. He's made up 10 positions in the first lap? What the fuck is going on here? This lap is a bit scruff. Oh, there's rain in 30 minutes. Well, okay, that means full attack. We can go full attack on the tires. Or it's light rain, so we don't know if we're gonna get heavy enough that it's gonna be worth changing actually over. Yeah, okay, P2 has at this point buckled and has been cycled back to P4. I'm going slower now. Oh. Yeah, I'm not even closing in on chaff in front, that's fun. Yeah, they continue to escape because my laptops are shit, honestly. I'm all over the place right now. Yeah, 46.0 they are right now lapping. What am I doing? 46.7, yeah, that's... But I'm not finding anything really in the lap time right now. There doesn't seem to be really much, at least for me. And we also have to dispatch of a driver still in the way. Well, they still have one guy in front of them and they're not getting slowed down at all by him. So that's fun. I'm putting one of my best laps so far in, and the guy in front of me goes faster. Gotta love these situations where you can try what you want and the guy in front of you will just always be just out of reach. How's the rain looking? Still only light. This means it's at least 5 minutes worth of rain so far. Even if it's just light rain. Yeah, I mean, I was way... No, I wasn't way faster. I was 10 faster than the guy in front. We were way faster than Smith in front. But it's Smith. I think Polyakov has gotten... Yeah, both of them have actually gotten by the AM leader. So they're gonna just win the race and it's like done already. Would have been interesting for me to get in the fight there, because I think that would have been possible, although... But I just got so unlucky on the start. The only thing I could get worse is me having spun there. Because, well, I would have completely destroyed everything. And I mean, I wasn't far off, like, I got in some ways lucky with the shit I got thrown into, frankly. Because I did survive Delhi, deciding to die in front of me. Hello car, would you kindly stop? This lap is getting slower. Already bleeding pace? What's going on? Dry throat. Although Chaffer's dropping off. But I mean, he can't really close up much more. Well, he can close up a bit more, but like... I don't really get going that fast. But he is definitely getting held up there, but like... He's also not that close to him. It's like never gonna be faster then. I don't know. Right, with car 46 causing a collision. Well, actually, yeah, if they're gonna review stuff, then they might be dishing out the driver penalty to Polyakov, and that could be that 36 car. I don't know, I can't see who's leading the race right now. Check. 5-second penalty for car 20. See if I got a penalty for something. I don't think I should, but you never know. Was a bunch of wrong places at the wrong time. I did shove the guy into turn 1 a bit, but frankly that didn't matter much to him. Well, then you just let him go, okay? Fine. Hold me up for much longer. So Nivering has gotten past black blind, which is important to note, because he's probably gonna start closing in. Black had been losing ground on me so far this race, despite, as far as I know, he started last and ending up in 7th for all the chaos, just overtaking everyone just before running out of pace. So I think it's gonna get interesting for me. Yeah, heavy rain in 30 minutes, okay. So we're gonna go on wet setup and wet tires. No questions asked at that point. Alright, so we need to do this patch of Smith soon. Yep, I can confirm now that the guy in the front, one of the guys in the front, has a drive-through penalty. Well, it's not too surprising. So indirected was caused there. Yeah, Polyakov is in the pits now after this penalty. It's fun to see Smith now lapping roughly the same lap times as me. Thanks, Smith. It's not. Yeah, Niverick is doing 45.8, so he gained 7/10 on the last lap. Need to dispatch of Smith very soon. This is not helping me at all, but somehow he has so much launch out of that corner. Like, I ran a pretty decent line for there, and he just draws away. Thanks, I gladly appreciate things like that also happening. I have to lift because of the dirty air in this case. Could you stop lagging back and forth? It would be really nice.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
How much damage did I actually take from the 7 seconds? Jesus. I don't want to, not too bad on the other hand, like, would prefer not to have that damage. Doing a lot of front locking, honestly. Go backwards a bit in the brake bus. Not sure if that's gonna be good for me. Oh, Nyrik has dropped back actually. Maybe he's running out of tires or something along those lines. And we're also cleaning on Healy right now. Or not, I don't know. Gap fluctuations. Very normal stuff. Have to establish a trend first. Yeah. And now he's overtaking here. Right as I dispatched the guy, that he's getting buckling, and now I have to find my way by him. It's gonna cost me again time. He at least doesn't put up much of a fight. He's gonna put up more of a fight. Yeah, we are actually gaining on Healy. So. Things are going to get obviously very interesting once the rain hits. So the main thing is just stay close for now. I've probably over 10 minutes right now till the rain, so that's what matters. Not when the halfway point is. It's when the rain hits. I have a feeling these guys might have overstretched their tires in the early apps. But it would be a foreign concept if mine won't start dropping off very soon with them as well. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm the master of this car. Highly familiar. Driven it quite a few times in dry conditions since the update. These guys have not. They have run it in the wet once, but wet driving hasn't changed much, honestly. Wet tires still do not wear out much. It seems like Healy is recovering at this point. Starting to just draw away again. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna give him slipstream. You need to learn nail your braking point a bit better, mate. If I was like a tenth closer, that would have been an overtake there.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, there's no grip up there. It's not quite as good as it could be. I'm definitely putting the pressure on now. So this is helping Healy right now. But honest to God, I do not know if I can actually beat the guy. Threats from behind are pretty minimal. I mean, anyone that has so far done his pit stop is not gonna gain really anything from that. Ooh, both of us got massive oversteer there. For no particular reason. Nah, this time around he nailed the braking point. I'm getting nervous right now. Don't want to see my heart rate for this. I don't know why. It's not that high pressure, this situation, but my body is just responding. It was yesterday as well with the Mercedes, and I just started shaking uncontrollably. It's happening right now as well. If it's the same as with the Half-Life Alyx playthrough, he's very gone.
Car on the left.
Then that would indicate that I'm at about 160 beats per minute. Oh, come on! Fucking garbage can! This was my opportunity. The guy basically fucking gifted that position to me, and I snap oversteer out of the corner and completely give it back to him. So my tires are a bit packing up. Just keep the thumb screws on. He hit the curb there. Do I go defensive? No? No?
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
You got the run, yeah. God damn it! Come on! Can I just complete a pass here tonight? Ah.
Clear on the right.
He's struggling so much, but he's just some fucking lucky bastard to hold on every single time, just about. Because every single opportunity I get, I just butcher. Overshoot turn 1, I got oversteer out of this corner. Like, we're getting run down right now because this guy is just costing me so much fucking time. Because he's just, every single time he makes a mistake and I get the opportunity, I make a mistake and fucking lose the opportunity. Come on! This is fucking embarrassing right now. In less than 10 minutes we have rain here. slightly, yeah. But he hit that curb again. And got a lot of oversteer. But I don't think it cost him too much momentum.
Sometimes the car in front is sector 2. Car on the left.
Got a good drive there.
Clear on the left.
Ah, that's not quite right, but I got it. Because I effectively ran him out of room there. Don't know if he's flashing me or not. Not visible particularly. Finally got by him. Well, let's figure out how my car actually performs. I'm not having to fight him. Yeah, it's a bit wondery already. Which I have described when I drove in. That was the race, Watkins Glen. Where the car started to just wander. It's a very strange phenomena. Yeah, otherwise it's working. It's a few tenths slower per lap, but oh yeah, my brakes don't seem to work anymore. Okay, stop for turn 1 becomes this channel, it seems. Hello car, would you kindly stop for corners? We need to move the brake bias further backwards. Well, that was backwards. I'm just guessing. And see what my numbers are producing. But yeah, up that hill is just wandering the rear end. Such strange handling. Problem of like this brake bias setting is that it seems to not quite be correct either. No, it's just waiting for the rain to hit. How the race unfolds at this point. Once we have the rain. The others, you know. He's dropped a bit back, but I think that's due to a mistake this lap. Rather than anything else. I think that was too much brake bias towards the rear. And there comes the rain. Ooh, the car immediately starts wandering. The windscreen wiper on. To actually see shit. That's now we are waiting for the track to go at least a bit damp. We'll probably pit at the end of this lap already. Okay, take this repairs off. if 25 psi is gonna be correct, if it's gonna be too low. Is he coming in? It's greasy. Let's go another lap. We would at least like damp. More like this, maybe. It's gonna be light rain for at least 10 minutes. Guy in front is not particularly fast. It's not particularly driving slower than me. We're matching each other. Okay, Wetter Optimum has just popped up. Now, this guy in front right now coming in, I think he might be. But he did drop like a second there. He didn't, however, come in actually. But I will. Come on, stall already. Yeah, he is in Schaffer with me. Niring also. A lot of action right now in the pits.
Mandatory stop and start here. Come on, go.
Smooth got a drive-through penalty for pit speeding. Schaffer is 7 seconds behind me. Firm and wet, yes. Let's put the rain out on. I feel like it might be still a bit early. But you only know when you try. The car is very slidey right now in these conditions. Schaffer is definitely faster with wet tires in the car. Tires are now in the window again. The Healy's out now. No, I'm gaining on Zandvoort right now. I did gain some ground on Healy actually in this pit exchange. Minutes remaining in this race. Sliding is probably not that positive for the tires. But then again, there should be more rain, which will cool the tires back down. It should stop them from being so overinflated. But I've made up like 4 seconds nearly in this lap on Healy. I don't know how long that's gonna continue doing. Yeah, second gear is totally fine in that corner. Yeah, we have a lapped car right now in front. That probably didn't help Healy.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
And that yellow flag is for another lap. Go!
Got some severe damage in the front.
Thanks for reversing onto the fucking racing line, you dipshit idiots. And you could have also avoided spinning there if you had, you know, a driving skill, but that's expecting actually much from someone who got lapped. How bad is the damage at this point? Thanks, I was literally gaining on the freaking race leader right now. I was in that position to maybe even steal this race win. And what has to happen? Some idiot backmark of... Oh! It was Francisco. Right, the guy I think that started in front of me as well. And he crashed into me again. Well, I technically crashed into him, let's be real. But like, where the hell was I supposed to go? Come around the corner and there's like a guy who reverses onto the fucking racing line. Yeah, and we're seemingly bleeding time also in the straights now. Thanks, you absolute fucking dipshit. Thank you. I mean, the track is also getting wetter, so we should be slowing down anyway, but we're also losing ground to the guys around us, so this isn't quite right anymore.
Yellow flag in sector
Oh, Healy has spun.
Slow car ahead.
Healy has lost it. But he is going again. There he is. But he definitely spun there. 3 seconds ahead now. Let's see how this goes because, you know, I got a fucking battered in nose now. 17 seconds worth of damage there. Let's see what we can do here. But this has gotten a lot more interesting all of a sudden. I mean, a podium finish would be great already in the series, frankly. If I can win a race, well, that will be spicy. Still have 16 minutes to go, but he is driving roughly the same pace as me. So as long as he doesn't make the same mistake twice, he would be fine. It's like even though I did get a lot closer now. Probably he looped it here while putting the throttle down. Or maybe the high speed corner, considering how much oversteer I just had through there. That's probably just gonna be bait. He's still gonna win it afterwards. I mean, consider the collision I had cost me about... Oh, he just lost a second there. I don't know how. I wasn't paying too much attention to him, but he suddenly lost a second. He didn't seem to have done anything major. Otherwise I would have noticed in the corner of my eye, but... Did drop a second there. But yeah, it would be 2 seconds closer if the incident with the backmarker didn't happen. Oh, come on. Rear locking ain't fun in that corner. No, I'm bleeding time. These conditions are not easy to race at this pace. I should be only taking half throttle for here. There's a lot of oversteer there. He's actually really fast for the sections that screwed him up previously. Again, as I said, that's gonna be just bait for me. Lulling me into the belief that I can do this, when the reality is no, that he's just gonna still win the thing. It would have been nice to be the 2 seconds closer so I could have actually put pressure on. And, you know, have less damage. There's Ireland. He's drawing away at this point. He's actually faster than me. Classic case of as soon as they get a grasp of the conditions, they start going faster. Once the conditions stabilize. He's lapping 50.9 at this point. 6 tenths slower. But the conditions will just not offer those lap times, but he can because Alien. Well, Polyakov has, despite his drive for penalty, cycled up to P3 now. Just noticed. He's 7 seconds behind us. Oh, that's interesting. He seems to not be out of it, probably. There's still 11 minutes to go, and well, I could lose P2 as well. That's more likely, honestly. The back marker got out of his way. Didn't hold him up properly. Probably gonna help me up. Yeah, Polyakov is gaining like a second per lap on me. It's classic Alien stuff. They just can do nothing about them. They're just gonna constantly win. You can literally be the best driver in changing conditions. You can know this car in and out, and they just got so much fucking talent and so much stupid free time that they just will constantly trump you. Oh, hello, car. Would you kindly not murder me? I don't need that. You know, we're already on enough downsides. He made up like 2 seconds on his lap. Jesus, what the hell is this guy doing? He's possessed by a demon or something. Finally. Obviously, as I said, he cost me more time. Well, I can't blame him too much for it, but it's just... like, that's my luck. It's just basically summed up in a nutshell. Everybody else will not lose time with you, but look, I will. It's just how it goes. It's fucking Polyakov is just not to be stopped. Jesus, that guy's under 5 seconds now behind me. You know, if it was half a second per lap, this would have been fine. Because there's enough laps. It's actually going slow right now. Healy right now in front of me. I've made up background again. I don't know why. I'm not driving faster, and the guy behind me is still going absolutely stupid fast. Like, yeah, he's lapping 50.8, and I'm lapped to 52. Oh, and it's like, Jesus. Obviously, I gain a bit of ground on Healy, and he immediately goes, well, no, and just stop dragging out again. Is he past Ireland yet? No, he isn't. Hopefully he doesn't crash him out again. Well, hopefully he does, so he gets another drive. First of all, we just get peace from the lines. Yeah, nearly a second faster this time around. But being faster is one thing, overtaking is the other. And I think we have 4 laps right now to go. 8 laps of fuel in the tank, that's good. By the way, I haven't moved any of the brake pads at all. Polyakov is also not by. It's in Ireland. Which, if he continues to gain on me with like a second per lap, Jesus Christ! We're starting to have oversteer in the middle of high-speed corners now. Oh, that's fun. Then he will still catch back up to me completely. Oh, the conditions are worsening here, it seems. My car is starting to step out. Well, that's a bit wide from Healy. Although he might be finding the grip out there. But I think I was still faster than him by quite a bit. So I think I lost quite a bit before in the corners. This was such a slow lap. He's lapping consistently, I'm not. That's not helping me. Come on, car. He is pushing, but that means I'm not gaining really much. Don't want to gamble with more rearward bias. Car's already oversteering enough. No gains. I'm making like miniature inroads on him. A few tenths. It's just not enough. At least Polyakov has also slowed down a bit in his gains on me. It's just on some corners he runs away from me. On others I run away from him. Yeah, it doesn't matter, we've all pitted. That's a bit fast. Yeah, no gains whatsoever, and we're heading on to the final lap now. Thanks, it's it. He dangled the fucking keys in front of me to still win it himself. I fucking hate that shit whenever it's done. Fucking hate it. Should have been me. But no, luck never goes my way. Well, Martinez might slow down to drive an extra lap and then we'll T-burns him or something. Besides that, not much is gonna happen before this race finishes. Come on, could you just make a mistake and kindly hand the position to me? I've not won anything in months, frankly. It's not due to a lack of trying. It's not due to my mistakes. It's due to a fucking next level run of bad luck. And to finish as second behind you, you lucky bastards. Fucking hell.
Great job, man. Need to bring it back to the pits.
I should be happy, but it's like, come on.
Clear on the right.
You could have just not spun and it would have been a way easier race for me. It would have been such an easier race for me. And not again dangling the fucking keys in front of me and just be like, lol, no, and drive away again. And deny me even having a fucking chance at it for the end. It's like, I've lost count how many I've lost count of the second places. I've lost count of all of them. Where I just end up fucking being short. I'm short already on the pace. It's not fun when you end up, despite everything being thrown at you, to twist it back and make it into something that can challenge for the front, and then they're like, lol, nope, and they step on the throttle again. Why can I just not be happy, frankly? It's a P2 finish. I never expected it really to come down to it. But it just is fucking 1.2 seconds to Healy. This tantalizing fact that there was a chance there is what upsets me. And I had a chance here and it still didn't work. Everything kind of went my way for this to happen. The rain in the middle, the messed up qualifying which allowed me to qualify towards the front, Polyakov throwing himself out of the race, Daly throwing himself out of the race on lap 1. And despite that, Polyakov nearly ended up passing me here towards the end. The guy who was finished less than 2 seconds behind me, he had a drive-through penalty in this race. And he came back to 3rd. Like, what is any human being supposed to do about that guy? He's so much faster that you can't beat him in anything. Healy at least looked humanly beatable. He got luckier than me with the traffic because I had to pass some cars and actually put effort in. And which lost me time in the beginning of the race because I had to fight with, where did he finish? Schaffer. A lot because I just got repeatedly unlucky there. And just whenever I got a chance, throw it away again. That was great. And then I got unlucky when the back marker reversed into me. But that just doesn't work. Yeah. If he had just not made the mistake and just continued to drive like a second out of me for till the end of the race after the pit stop, I think I would have been happier. As paradoxical as that is, if Healy hadn't spun and then driven slightly slower than me, which is what he actually did. Drove slightly slower than me. If he hadn't done that, I would have been fine. Okay, we had light graining at the end of the half an hour stint, which is really honestly good. Genuinely. This is some good shit, frankly. Tires did well. My wet tire set could have used a bit more pressure, I think, on the rear, but otherwise it was fine. The stuff is good, genuinely. I took some good guesses, I guess, on the setup, although actually should check on that set 4. How are the wear pattern? Yeah, that there, you need to drop the camber on the front right. On the right it's way less camber. That's probably gonna help also its flat spots that it got. On the other hand, rear right is more or less fine, rear left has not enough camber, and front left doesn't have enough camber. It's a bit complicated because you can't really put much camber on there, but like that's about it what we can do really there. Maybe take a click or two out of the rear left. More camber to the rear left. That's, yeah, these are good things, right? Maybe a bit more than that, so right. That should help. That was minimized. We did some slight correction there. I think that's all my fault. Fine. Save the setup. Call it finally. Right, I have some assignments to do. Well, and actually I'm getting a headache probably because I got too angry. Completely unnecessarily. It's so like the problem is I'm getting frustrated at myself getting frustrated. And that doesn't help me in the slightest. Maybe. And like no one gets like anybody who's like, why are you frustrated? I've got feedback. And I'm just like, you know, like no one understands seemingly. It's like I feel like some alien who has a anger management issue. Probably I have, frankly. Like, well, let's actually look at the replay. Frankly, there's some stuff to look at. Let's save this replay because frankly I think it's valuable enough. Yeah, I mean, it's still well on to win. The guy won despite having spun. Polyakov got back to the podium despite having, you know, gotten drive through. Yeah. Let's watch him actually getting the drive through because I skipped so far ahead in this lap that we can just watch it. Yeah. It sucks because Carl just didn't put the throttle down. It's a classic AM driver mistake. Yeah, he just didn't accelerate. That's... And he expected the driver in front of him to actually, you know, drive. Which is kind of the problem that I had in the first corner. Like, I mean, he's a bit far up, honestly, Dally. Here on the starting formation, he's further up than he should be. And then my reaction time is slow. You got a good... Polyakov basically dropped the fucking start there. Borderline. He brakes so early, has so much room there and just doesn't use it. And I shove him once already and then I go wide here. And then I could just get sandwiched. Frankly, because it's like... Because I can't actually... Am I clear? Yeah, I'm actually clear. I could have gone low. But I guesstimated that I wasn't clear. So that's on me. Stupid fuck up, because that pushed Schaffer off the road and that's not nice to him. And then I launched it around the outside of him and... Well, he's triumphant for actually fighting this back. I think he only half tried, but like, frankly... I mean, he lost another position actually. How did he lose the position to Oh, Schaffer just door backed him. And he basically... What happened there? Because he just lost positions. It's actually Black in the end finished. Yeah, Black finished 13th. Man, the guy had such a... Oh yeah, he lost it over the curb there. Let's just verify. Black started last, right? Black would be the... Number 917. Yep, 917. Started last. It gets immediately two guys at the start here. How the hell did he make up so many positions? Apparently. Okay, the right side gets slowed down quite a bit there. Is he gonna go for any passes here, or is he just gonna call it? Yeah, he's Kazakh, sort of. Going side by side at least. Not making a pass there though. He's gonna come up soon to a yellow flag. There, up there, car gets murdered. Yep, he's parked there. Ah, that's a good explanation there. Because those three guys decided that they wanted to tangle with each other. Let's watch that, and then we can also watch me and Dally getting eliminated in one go. Yeah, I mean he snuck in there actually way too late, honestly. You probably shouldn't be diving like that on the inside there. Like, you were nowhere on the corner entry. Yes, the guy is wide and everything. But he comes here for the expected cutback and, well, doesn't look either to his inside. Because it's chaotic in front of him, so he's not looking in his mirror, right? Yeah, he can easily see the car. Like, come on, just brake. Yeah, and he's till just before the collision on the throttle. Just before the collision he lifts off, but like, it's very stupid. First gone. And then obviously Dali having his race done there. Yeah, I'm on the outside there. Yeah, he lost it. It's very close to contact because, well, if he hadn't lost the rear end, he would be in front of me easily. But he goes sideways, 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 and I'm like, I'm dodging, and he still comes fucking across me. In general, very slow there on the opening lap. Looks up the inside there. Doesn't do anything really. Yeah, that's to wait for all the cars to come back. An impressive display, you could say. Well, he waited a long time. Guess he came into the pits at least. Oh, he messed up the entry as well. Drives too fast then. Yeah, he's not on the brakes, not on the brakes. No, that's too late, that's too late, too late for the pit entry. And he lifts off, but like, still crossed the beam, I think it's like 70k, and then he's like, I think he didn't even get to pit limit, and just drives like 100k for the pit lane. Although he avoids actually getting disqualified by retiring at this point. Because if he had exited the pit lane, he would have been disqualified. And there's MK Black. So we had left off just after him. The collision that took out a bunch of guys. He's immediately goes on to overtake the 45 car. Now there's the fight here in front for that one back marker that fucked with my race quite a bit, and someone else passing that guy. Ah, and those two decided to take each other out, so suddenly K Black has passed all of them. Brilliant, and that gave me also the room after the first lap. Oh. Right. Where's my back? Jesus, how many positions did you lose there? Yeah, like you lost out so big there. Yeah, kind of caused this, although kind of also not, because I was frankly kind of clear of him when I jumped back in. And also I did not want him at all past me, that was just not gonna happen, chief. Yeah, I mean, I'm past there, cleanly. Why he goes onto the curbing like that is kind of anyone's guess. I mean, the car appears inside now. That tried to follow me through. But he gave me a wide berth. Gave him technically enough room, but like, because of his unorthodox line, he lost track of him. But luckily, he didn't lose too much from that. Like 2 positions or so, but like still relatively stupid. Right, I mean, we could watch them pass the race leaders, I guess. There's the traffic there. I mean, we're gonna watch the collision lab. There's nothing you need in there. And look at the car. Yep, there's the car. And just as I come around the corner, he reverses in. Now, you have a few seconds actually to react, but like, it's just... can see him parked there, and then he just comes back, and I'm just like, oof. Yeah, that's... What the fuck am I supposed to do? Because yeah, he notices that I'm coming, but like at that point, I'm kind of fucking If he had just stood fucking still up there, I would have been fine in terms of committing. If he stood down at the down low side, I would have been able to at least prepare for it. But like, I come around the I've seen him already. When I come down the straight, you can already see him over there, over the barrier. There, he's already visible. So I can see him at this point. And it's like, I come around and there he is. I can see him now definitely. He's up at the high side. I commit to the corner because I know that I'm half the racing line there. I get oversteer, which doesn't help here. So I have to countersteer the car, but like I'm unfortunately committed at this point to the fucking line and have to go through him. There's nothing I can do in this situation. It sucks so much because this idiot decided to drive backwards. Just complete utter idiot. It's like he started the race in P2, it just gets lapped. Because he sees water and is like racingly challenged. It's like, yeah, he didn't finish the race at all. Oh god, my frame rate dropped because I stopped the video. This is the 20 car, is it listed? No it isn't, so I don't know where it is. So I don't know now. Yeah, he just lost it driving into the corner. Too much rear brake bias. It's a very simple answer. Braking too late, too much rear brake bias. And then lifts off and the car rotates because he's too fast into the corner. Obviously he's pointing at the wall. Yeah, my foot popped due to this collision. So, and then... and then this buffoon, instead of like, oh yeah, I'm facing now the wrong way so I can just... put the pedals to the metal and just turn the car in the right direction. Because I have room there. If you just, you know, put the throttle down and went right to get off the track. And he could have cut across the gravel and gotten back on track. No, he turns left. Doesn't put enough throttle in and drives into the wall again. Come on! I guess he drives a few meters this time. Doesn't... Let me just see. Yeah, he went full steering lock. No, I'm pretty sure there's not full steering lock. He's driving on a freaking controller, frankly. Because, no, clearly he must be on a wheel because he didn't change his direction quickly enough. But man, the car can do more than like, an 8th of a turn, right? It's like, you can do way more steering input than that. Ask me. I've done some ugly saves. But he actually starts the next lap, so must be retiring at the end of this. Because he didn't finish the race. Yeah, lacks complete car control. And that guy qualified within like a second of the... within a reasonable time of the the AM Pulsator. I mean, granted, he has now diffuser damage. But I think that was inflicted before he had spun the first time. I don't know what diffuser damage does, but definitely his diffuser is bouncing around right now. Yeah, he's losing it again. Yep, and then he calls it. Okay. Well, let's him actually have such a long pit stop, because I think up to his pit stop he was reasonably in the race though. Lap 18. I mean, he's far behind, honestly, the field, but like, it's not doing terribly at this point. It's raining. He hadn't had major movements so far. They're like half a lap at this point behind me, which is not great, but like, you know, there are people that are doing this, so he's doing fine. He's matching Ireland at this point. You know, isn't great, but like, it's fine. Ouch. Okay, that's half of the explanation. Somebody drove way too fast into the pit lane again. Bonk. Bonk. Ouch. Come on, like, just practice your pit entry. You need to brake at the fucking concrete with most cars, honestly. It is misleading, but like... Definitely with this car. Yeah, he hit the pit speed of like 70k or something. So yeah, that's fun. So he should have probably gotten a driver penalty from that. I don't know, he definitely has damage, so that's gonna be repaired. So yeah, he fucked his own race up there. Fresh car comes out. Does he come in for a drive or something? Not that it looks like it. He's looking towards the pit lane, but didn't drive in actually. And this is the lap he spins on, so... Did he forget to put white tires on? He didn't put the rain light on, but like... It's hard to see underneath the car. Now we could try with F7. So just go. It looks a bit slick. No, those are definitely white tires. Never mind. Never mind, those are definitely white tires. No, it's not the lap he spins on. Nothing on the lap, okay. Yeah, in front of him is quite out of control already. You know, they're fresh on wet tires. It was quite slippery when I drove them fresh out. Don't know if they pitted after me or before me. It didn't look too busy. I think he pitted at the same time as me, but then he messed up. His damage repairs probably dropped him further back. So yeah, he had no damage prior to the incident. Yeah, just too fast in there. And his complete stupidity puts reverse in and drives into the racetrack. Let's stop this. We have seen it enough times. Oh, Healy got lucky on this shit. Wait, so Healy... Ah yeah, we can actually watch Healy spin. That's something interesting. Ooh, he's... That looked like he's going quite sideways, but like... Yeah, that's so controlled, honestly. It's insane. Such a nice slide there. Yeah, and you can see he's just gone. And he can just go, whoop, bye. Have a great time. Right, let's find where he has a spin. Because it happens a few laps. Yep. I guessed right. So he did take some damage there. Although I expected him to drive a bit more on the curb. But he actually lost it before he hit the curb there. Just this new car had new physics. The car will snap way easier on the throttle. And that's what called him out there. So that's what called him out. I was correct with my first assumption. Although the curb wasn't quite it, it was more him losing it on the throttle and then hitting the curb. That didn't help. Right. So that's summa summarum. So, yeah, there's Polyakov actually already. guy must have been tirelessly at work. Oh, the pit stop came very useful for him, I think. Because he is chaffer. Me. This is an Ancon or something, I think. This is K Black. That's a 23 car is probably also someone for position. Nivering. Nivering. And actually this is Nivering. Funnily enough, this is Nivering. This is K Black. If I 25 car, no, that's Smith. Actually, that's Smith. This is the event's Subton, which is passing Schaffer here. Well, that's a fun fact. He actually also finished the race in front of him by like 4 seconds, so that's, I think, after his time penalty was applied. And here's Polyakov already behind them, backing it a bit too hard into this corner. But it had already started this point raining. Yeah, so he comes in with the other ones. So where does he circle out at this point? So what is the situation? So we have Smith, we have Nivering, and we have Chaffer. And then we have me here in the front. So this is where Nivering comes, where he comes out. So now the question is, so he's now gonna start closing in on those guys. Nivering is still there. Actually, we lost one of them immediately in the Smith. Oh yeah, right. Smith got a drive through from pit speeding. So yeah, he peels off here. That makes sense. So it's Nivering now versus Polyakov. Just closes in on them. Closes in. And now makes a pass in the front stretch. It's in front of the other back marker that had just been passed by our friend before he reversed into me. That green car. Back marker they're closing up on. Schaffer, when the rain really started hitting, he started to really struggle. I think you could see him go very sideways there. Yeah, that's a bit sideways, but I mean, I got sideways there at times as well. Where's the back marker? Oh, he got out of the way there. I was just like, well, I'm not getting involved in this shit. So I just got out of the way. Puts a lot of pressure on, and compared to me, actually gets fucking past him in a reasonable manner. Without losing ages worth of time on him. Yeah, he just literally inserts himself into the high-speed corner on the inside. That is very brave. And completely and utterly reckless. That's me now in front with Healy. And this will be the situation till the end of the race, which is then 10 laps from that point. No, like 9 laps actually. Schaffer continuing to just fall back in terms of pace. Okay, Nivering actually finished in front of him. Was Schaffer lose it or something? Yeah. Oh yeah, he just put the power down and lost it. Has to reverse here. That's where Van Subsen went by. Someone else went by him. No. Because it sounded like someone had lost it, but it was probably the guy accelerating on the outside. Right. I think this is a surprisingly fair conclusion to this race. I mean, we could look at how now I'm getting on. He's Polyakov. Right, Polyakov bit his teeth out on the other. On I think no, this wasn't. I don't know which back marker it was. It was one of them. He lost. Oh, he was pushing it throughout the final corner there. And then he just vanished in afterwards. He lifted off quite a bit there and just slowed down. So, and he pulls into the side there to celebrate. I'll just wait for me. If only I had decided to just vanish. I just went for full speed cooldown lab effectively. What the fuck? What the fuck? He just casually slides the car like that. What? I know it's a cool-out lap, but he's just drifting like there's no tomorrow to it. If I would try that, the car would just snap oversteer. Like, if my car decided to slide like that, I could totally save it and probably pull off a similar slide. But if I wanted it to... Like, I could drive into this corner, and if the rear end steps out like that, I could totally have a save like this. But, like, he's distinctly made the car snap oversteer like this and just gathered it back up. Like it's nothing. He's just controlling the slide like this. I couldn't. I can't drift. But I can gather a car back up. I mean, he does what effectively what happened to me always, which is that he would lose it like that. Trying to chain the drift further and then slams into the wall like that. That would be typically me. If I would try to drift, but whatever. That's a thorough summary at this point, I think. Right. Race done, it's only 10 PM. I thought of maybe going on the wagon, but like otherwise. I mean, I could check LFM. I want to do some LFM racing, but I mean, I've been already tortured enough with not winning something, but like, okay. I don't need to do anything more to me. Oh, that's no, sorry, I accepted for this shit. It's him in the streaming team for the hard work, like. Alright. Okay, let's just check LFM as I said. Because I feel maybe I like driving some LFM, you know, you never know. 5 hours till, actually 7 minutes till the GT4 session starts. I want to probably do some GT4 this week, but like, perhaps not today. Perhaps not today. Yeah. Obviously GT3 is at Nürburgring, which is like, the main series, the pitstop series is the Nürburgring. The sprints are at actually Valencia, so that's interesting. M2s are 5 hours at Brands Hatch. That would be halfway interesting. Endurance is not for another week. When do these endurance races actually run? 5 PM, come on. Like, what is this with people not being able to pick good session times? People need to be shot for this shit. It's a 3-hour race. Starts at 5 PM. The session starts at 5 PM. It's half an hour. It's 10 minutes of practice and qualifying, and then 3 hours of racing. And you start 5 PM. Like, what is wrong with you people? I know you're running Sunday, so maybe not run. But you could just run 3 PM, you know? And people could actually finish the races before they have to go. Actually, they can't really. It's not quite enough 3 hours. But at least you could actually get a decent stretch into that race before having to leave. Is it 3 drivers required or is it 2 drivers required? Because I think it's a driver swap race, isn't it? Fueling allowed? Driver change required? No. Yeah, that's right. Pit stops. Maximum driving time 2000. 40 minutes. Is this a driver swap series or is this a single driver series? Actually, good question. I mean, I can look at the past sessions actually for this series. Oh, they raced last week at Ricardo Tomo. Yeah, that's a driver swap series. You can, I guess you can drive alone technically. Well, I just missed the part that you can't drive alone or something, but like, yeah, it doesn't look like you can drive alone because no one entered alone. At least in the split 1. Someone split 2 alone. So many people, yeah. Information. Like, so where is set that they need? Car slots 50. Where is it set that how many drivers you need? Because it's just not set here. Whatever, it's, as far as I can tell, it's like, guess you just need at least 2 drivers. But yeah, it's a terrible time slots. It's like some sort of sim racing competition of like picking the worst time slot. Well, serious, what's going on the affected seaside? The Green Hell Cup, when does that run again? It requires a bunch of DLC, although it doesn't require so much DLC anymore. Because you can just drive as long as you have the... As long as you own the car you're driving in. You're gonna be fine. And I would have high enough rating to actually compete with the freeze, because I don't have any of the other DLCs. But that runs 7:30 p.m. That would actually be doable for me. Because they have a fucking reasonable time slot. It's so hard, and it's just like... Only if we find someone. A 75-minute race. I think that is intended for single drivers, though. Tobane with the open wheeler challenge. No rating is rookie. Squad GT3 Rookie Cup. I guess that one can't be attended when you're not having a license. What seems you can still. Norris from Porsche Cup. The Sports Car Championship. I think that is not multi-drive either. LMH even competing in that one. Interesting enough, LMH does not require a higher license than Iron Plus. Let me just check where is it. Iron Plus is you need to have at least raced 10 races and a safety rating higher or equal to 4.0 and you lower higher than 1000, which is like it's not different to be lower than that. Frankly it is. Considering I have 2.3k and there is a they say minimum SR of 4, but like that's the minimum SR of all the classes that I entered. Wait, they say GT3, but it's says something here GTE, doesn't it? No, it's like what? It's, yeah, it's GT3. Huh. They don't run GTs anymore. Got rid of the GTs already. Only GT3s at this point. Well, the offering over there is not particularly too bad, I guess. And I stuff all pretty installed, like. Right. But I'm gonna end the stream, actually. I'm not gonna handle the banging. Because I need to go to the toilet and I don't feel like it's worth it staying longer. Not like anybody is here anyway. It was a successful race. Well, it left me feel way more empty inside, so. I shall engage in some sad bars on the Wangan afterwards. Or not. Who knows. Could I finally get my overlay to work, please? Hello. Why are you so retarded, system? Display. Okay then, fine. I will say good night, bye bye.